Hello, everyone. This is Mike from Dimensional Walking. And today I'm going to do part two of a two-part series on prophecy and prediction. If you haven't watched part one, I really encourage you to watch part one because I tell a little bit about my past predictions and prophecies, some of the more interesting ones that came true. And I think it's really important to get a little background. So go back and watch part one. So here we are in part two. Now, part two is what I promised you I would go over my 2021 predictions that I did at the beginning of 2021. Those particular predictions you could go and actually verify on Truth Seeker Forum. I believe it was right around the first of the year, 2021. And you'll be able to look at the list, what I published at that time. But today we're going to go through them. And I'll grade myself on it. And just so you know how I usually do this, I will kind of take a variety of subjects and kind of sit and kind of think about them and see what comes in my mind. So I want to do a variety because a lot of people are interested in a variety of things that isn't just UFOs or paranormal or things like that. There's other things, sports, stocks, a little politics, I guess. But anyway, so I kind of go to a variety of different things and kind of sit and kind of think about them for a little bit and see what comes to me, or over a period of time, something that's been on my mind will kind of leave an impression. And then I will kind of formulate a kind of prediction for the future. So anyways, a lot of these you're going to find are kind of general. I think it'll give you an idea though. And typically if I don't really kind of hit it right in the head, I don't give myself any credit. Okay. Just so you know. So, okay. So here we go. This was the predictions I made for 2021. And here's how I'm going to grade myself. I'm going to go through each one and give you a yes or a no or a point or half a point. Sometimes it's partially right. And so I give myself a half a point. Generally, I'm not overly generous though with myself. I'm pretty strict with if it kind of happened or didn't happen. So here we go. So the Packers didn't win this. Number one was the Packers winning the Super Bowl in 2021. That did not happen. They never made it to the Super Bowl. So definitely that was a no, 0 points. The second one was the former president would be indicted on several crimes, and some of them would be quite shocking. Well, that didn't happen either. So number 2, 0. Number 3, more of the former president's associates and even maybe some family members would go to jail. Well, that didn't happen either. So that was a 0. And then another former president's son would be in trouble with the IRS, pays fines and back taxes, but no crimes. Well, none of that happened. So far I'm batting 0 for the first 4. Okay, you can tell I'm not very good at sports prophecy or politic prophecies. So anyway, so those 4 zeros for the first 4 predictions. But I get a little bit better. Number 5, tensions high between the US and Russia over hacking. Heavier sanctions. Yes, that did happen. There was heavier sanctions, and there was a lot of discussion about the hacking that the Russians did on various companies in the United States. Number 6, more finger pointing at China for releasing COVID from their lab. Yes, it's been all kinds of talk and all kinds of conclusions made, and I think everybody's leaning at this point, a good year later, that something probably leaked out of their lab. So I'm giving myself a yes on that one. Okay. Number 7, COVID's somewhat better as the year goes on, but many cases until the end of 2021 because of the virus mutations. And that's absolutely true. That's exactly what happened. So number 8, famous TV radio host dies. Yes, that happened. Larry King died. So that's a yes. Number 9, climate challenges as things get worse. And yes, that definitely happened. It happened right here in Oregon at my house, 118 degrees. That's a good, I believe that was well over 10 degrees above the highest temperature ever recorded in Oregon. It was absolutely incredible. I never felt anything like it here in Oregon, and it was quite devastating to the forest and the crops, etc. So definitely something happened really extreme, and it happened here. Number 10, good note. Well, this is another COVID one. I also predicted that Thanksgiving and Christmas, the restrictions would be lessened. We'd still have masks and social distancing, and until we gain 90% immunity, herd immunity, which is, yeah, I'm going to give myself a yes on that one. Yes, it was much better, I think, for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Of course, as we got into this next year, 2022, the new mutation came along, and obviously it's pretty crazy now. So anyways, okay. So that is, if you take 10 of them, I got 4 wrong, six right. So I got a 60%, which isn't too bad. 2020, last year, 2020, I was only 30%. My best was about 7 years ago. I had 85% correct. So, okay. So I'm 60%, not too bad. Anyways, I'll take 60. I'd rather have 85, but I'll take 60. So anyways, with that said, I am going to tell you what my predictions are for 2022. Okay. So let me look at my list here. And just so you know, again, my predictions are based on impressions, gut feelings, day-to-day wisdom, things that I've kind of gained by just being alive, I guess, and kind of putting them together and make some predictions on a variety of subjects. So here we go. Let's start with COVID. Summer, the COVID will slow down, but there will be another surge probably in the fall, and we will need a 4th jab. Okay, so not all good news, but maybe at least we'll get a little nicer summer out of it. Okay, a little politics. One party, and I won't name, will hold the Senate by a very slim margin. Okay. But that same party will lose the House of Representatives because they will lose 15 seats. And the Speaker of the House will retire. Okay. Moving right along, little UFO prediction. There will be a strange series of missing people in the Asheville, North Carolina area. And along with that, there will be an extremely high amount of UFO sightings in the same area during the same time. I'm not going to make a prediction that they're connected, but they will definitely happen at the same time. The stock market, inflation will still have its ugly head. I'm not going to predict it's going to get any better. Let's all hope it does. But anyways, I predict that the stock market will be between 15 and 20% lower at the end of 2022 than it is at now, which is the beginning of 2022. So that isn't great, but with inflation, I guess that sounds reasonable. Cryptocurrency, it will ride the roller coaster, but it'll be probably down 25% before the end of 2022. 6, geopolitical. North Korea will fire one of its supersonic missiles, and it will fall 300 miles west of Hawaii, will cause a tremendous stir. And I'm not going to predict anything beyond that of the tremendous stir. But getting that close with a supersonic missile to Hawaii, to me, is a big deal. And that will happen in 2022. That's my prediction there. Here's an interesting one. This one just came to me. I was sitting here. Actually, I was sitting here watching Saturday Night Live. And I predict that Lorne Michael will retire from SNL after all these many years. And they are going to groom Keenan Thompson to take over. That's a heck of a prediction. Wow, if that happens, that would really be quite amazing. Anyways, that was when I was sitting there watching it. That just came in my head. So I'm going to pass it on to you. Okay. Next is one of my favorite people, Elon Musk. I predict Elon Musk will step down from Tesla because of health reasons, but he will still stay close and keeping an eye on SpaceX, his real love. I think it's his real love. Even though Tesla gave him his billions, I think SpaceX is really where his heart is. So he will stay close to that, but reduce all his other connections to the rest of Tesla. So anyways, that's that one. Number 9, more UFOs. I predict that there will be increased sightings in the three following places: Spokane, Washington, Hawaii, and Gulf Breeze, Florida. Now, what's interesting about that is Gulf Breeze, Florida, years ago had tremendous amount of UFO sightings. One of the things I will tell you, the reason that is, I actually went down to Gulf Breeze and spent some time there doing some of my own research, and I had some pretty interesting things happen, including I saw UFOs, mainly night sightings, but I had some other weird experiences there. And maybe I'll do a video segment on that, Gulf Breeze all by itself. But anyways, the deal with Gulf Breeze is there's actually I believe, a base off of the Gulf Breeze out into the Gulf of Mexico. So anyways, I believe there's going to be a resurrection of high level of UFO sightings in 2022 there. And I guess last on my regular would be I expect that the climate change will accelerate. I believe that there will be hot domes of air that will settle over the Mid-South this summer. And I think those domes of hot air will be days of 110 to 120 degrees. With the humidity that is normally there, that's going to be double huge. One of the things here, when we went to 118, the humidity was low. But in the South and the Mid-South, humidity is always high in the summertime. So it's going to be pretty horrific there, I believe. That's my prediction anyways. And a bonus prediction: the Packers will win the Super Bowl this year. It seems like every year I say that, and I've been wrong for quite a while. But anyways, this time I think they have a better chance, and I'm predicting they're going to win it. So that's it. That's my 2022 predictions, and we'll see how good I did at the end of the year or the beginning of next year. So anyways, hope we have a little fun with this. And anyways, that's it for today. There'll be more videos coming out. We typically put new videos out on Tuesdays and Fridays every week. And then we do a lot of posting of other things during the week on our various other channels, our various other sources, Reddit, and of course our website, Truth Seeker Forum. You can go back and look at all the years before on the predictions and how I did on those years. So some of them are pretty interesting. And hopefully I'll share some more of the ones that were pretty profound that happened to me over the years, because there's a couple other ones that are pretty wild too. Anyways, that's it. We'll see ya. Have a great day. Bye-bye.